Homie Studios, Bracy Photos. Y'all know what time it is, man. Fuck with your boys. What's good, homies? Welcome to episode 120 of Homie Studios. It's your boy STD, GREAT, joined by the homie Shades. What's good with you, bro?
What's good with the boy? At Bracy Photos.
Bracy Photos. Shout out to the brother. Shout out to the good people of Bracy Photos.
Hey, we did let them know that was going to be in different locations.
Oh yeah, this is one of many.
One of many locations. So
one of many.
Shout out to season 7.
By the way, just in case you didn't know, we did get the confirmation that the next location. You dig?
Hey, we just a little teaser.
No, there's a little outdoor feel.
Outdoorsy.
A little outdoor feel.
You know what I mean.
Constantly going to continue to keep trying to bring more and more new shit to this pod, man. You know what it is.
Exactly.
You know the vibes. All right, man. But yo, how you been?
Hey, man, we got to keep it 100 with the people, bro. Like, this week was hellacious. That's the word I'm using.
Not
the word of the week is hellacious.
That man went Pee Wee Playhouse,
bro. What? But the crazy thing is, like, when I was catching up with people and just talking to people, like, it wasn't just me, bro. It's been like across the board. Something that my massage therapist said. She's like in the planets and the gravitational pull stuff and all that. But she said something about Mercury retrograde.
No, not the time out. Hold on.
What happened?
Good people of Homie Studios and the homies that are listening. The homie Shades is out here really talking about some damn Mercury retrogrades,
bro. I don't know, bro.
Not the Mercury retrograde.
Bro, you say usually at this time. She said, "Is this, and this happening?" I was just like, she was like, "It's not just you, it's me too." Usually at this time of the year, apparently.
Shades, what's your therapist look like?
Huh?
What's your therapist look like?
Well, actually, I'm sorry. It was my massage therapist. Yeah, not the regular therapist. It was my massage therapist.
Even better. What's your massage therapist look like, Shades?
No comment.
Just in case she's a listener. Okay.
But I would just say, overall, this week was it was just like a trying week. Like, it was just like once you think you got over something, it was something else, and then something else, and then something else. Like, it was just piling on, but all that's life, though. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to get through it. When you're at that point, identifying that you're at that point and walking yourself back. You know what I'm saying? Like, taking it one step at a time, and then also learning how to take time out for yourself and relax. Like, really relax. Like, yo, I'm turning my phone off. Yo, turning this over here. The babies are asleep. I'm about to go just relax. No business, no nothing. Just chill.
And then what happened? Then something else happened. Look, bro, at the end of the day, it's always gonna be something that's always be an obstacle, right? How resilient are you? How resilient can you be is really like the key to life, in my opinion. And I'm not gonna sit here try to preach to people how they should and should not be. But at the same end of the day, bro, like, how you bound from things that are life. Life always gonna happen, but how you bounce back from that shit is highly key to your success and your mental health too. We've
been through it.
Yeah.
How many times we've been knocked out since we've been on the pod?
How many times? Wait. Last week. We just went through it last week. We were supposed to be in the same exact spot on Thursday night. But life and forgetful things happen.
Yeah, you can't forget the whole studio.
It's called Homie Studios, bro.
We had the homies.
No peanut butter, no jelly.
Ham, no burger.
First of all, shout out to Miss Favona for tapping in. How you doing, my high?
Friday,
We kind of bootleg with the horn right now, but that's okay. We gonna get this under control. Amanda was saying she was having a hell of last 2 weeks too. You know what I mean? I know a little bit of that backstory, and I'm just happy that the little one is good now. Where she's going to be going to? You know what I'm saying? Because like that's some crazy shit. I told her straight up. I saw her this past weekend. And I was like, look, I was strangling her. You couldn't do that. It couldn't be me in the scenario she was in,
bro. Like not even going into that story, but on my family, like my nephew, my sister comes to pick up my nephew, and he got a strawberry on his face.
Excuse me?
They ain't even call her.
Whoa.
Then they acting shady. When she pull up,
how is acting shady? What is shady?
Not talking to her, not looking at her. Only one person checking.
You see my child.
Y'all know me,
and you know me.
I pay on time. Y'all taking my money.
So now when you know something up, now you're gonna be like, oh whoa. You feel me? Like what's going on?
Like, bro. Nah, my sister took her immediately lawsuit.
Hold on, first of all, homie Reg in the building.
What up, Red?
What's good, homie? Appreciate that.
It's not the new setup,
right?
It's just one of the locations that we was talking to you about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Just doing things a little different. We should have had it last Thursday, but things happen.
This too shall pass. Man, my week was kind of
hit or miss.
No, actually, man, I started off this week, man. Like people know that like I got a baby on the way, right? To give a little bit of disclosure, I live on the 3rd floor in my apartments, which means my girl gonna have to climb up 3 flights of steps. That's not acceptable.
Great foresight.
Like that's not acceptable. So we got to get up out of where we staying at. So Monday, I'm at work. I get the text. She's like, I want to go check out this place. I was like, all right, I'll meet you there as soon as I get off work, right? It's a place I used to stay. Probably the best place, my most favorite place I've ever stayed. Right? So now we go and checking it out. They're giving us a little tour, whatnot. And then they say, let's check out the actual place. Cool. Or check out the floor plan for the actual place. Cool. We start walking. We start going up some steps. I remember these steps. You know what I mean? So we get up the steps. I'm like, oh, we probably gonna go to the 3rd floor. No, we went on the 3rd floor. We stayed on the 2nd. We start walking towards, and I'm like, I ain't no way we finna go into the same place, same apartment I used to stay in. You are not about to show me as the tour apartment. She went and opened the door, and I was like, bruh.
What?
It was like literally nostalgia drip injected into the veins, bro. I'm over like, oh yeah, that's where the old room was at. You know what I'm saying? And then my girl, she was like, I love this place. And I was like, I was hoping you would say something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
So we applied. And then we got the little approval yesterday, you know what I mean? So now we're moving in like a month's time. So a bunch of things that's gonna be happening, some things gonna be happening, be shaking and baking in this thing. Steph, what up, though? Huh?
Hey, y'all about to be neighbors.
Big facts. She said it herself. Big neighbor vibes around here. You know what it is, man.
Can y'all please stay off my grass, please?
But man, other than that, man, like my week was pretty repetitive. Outside of that, everything else repetitive.
Yeah.
So like I'm kind of trying not to like get myself in a rut, or I feel like I'm just doing the same thing every single day, trying to make some shifts and changes.
Exactly.
And within due time, that will be the case. You did.
You heard.
You did. And I say no more. I say no more. You feel me? But yeah, man.
I mean, also, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
Here we go.
Just be like,
why you being a Debbie Downer?
I don't know, bro. There was some big things that went on as far as business is concerned. You know what I'm saying? A couple of deals coming through, and a lot of potential things on the horizon. So on the business side, it's just been an upward trajectory, but it's just been on the personal side, just little attacks. It's like it feels like death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay.
It's not like one thing. It's like
I'm about to say,
just slicing.
hitting you with a
the paper cut
or paper cuts, mad paper cuts
everywhere. Yeah,
nah.
But besides that, bro, everything else good.
All right. Okay. Well, let's move. Let's get into, I guess, the first topic. We discovered this today.
Yeah, bro. This came out of nowhere.
So,
this came from the NARAB chapter, National Association of Real Estate Brokers. We will be talking about that on the No Shade podcast. So I got it from a group chat that was in there. But California is one of the states that is talking about giving reparations back to African Americans. So they're talking about
in the
giving
year of 2023. We out here talking about reparations. Now,
but not just talking about
no.
But like
plans, actions,
like actual like dollar amounts. Like this might happen soon. 1.2 million per resident. And a lot of people in California.
No. Hold on, before you continue, because let's not act like you didn't just say 1.2. Excuse me, run that by me one more time, please. Say that again.
California is talking about giving reparations to African American residents per residence, 1.2 mil per resident.
All right, so
you're about to move to Cali.
It's about to be real. It's been real. We're gonna have to go ahead and like cancel this apartment that we got. You know what I'm saying? I got to go in and start booking a flight. You know, we gotta go lock down in a place out there.
Oh, so you meant to say the apartment that you just got is in Cali, right?
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. I think some southern states probably will carry over, but I seen some of the reactions from it. A whole bunch of people is like, that junk ain't about to happen here. You better take your behind to the south. We ain't had nothing to do with that. When we joined, we was a free state.
No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep an apartment here and have an apartment over there. You feel me?
Do some of that
double dip corporate leasing. I need them pieces. I need every piece of the piece. You feel me?
Corporate leasing.
That's kind of nuts, though. Like, first of all, it should have never took this long for reparations to even be a discussion. Oh, like not a discussion, but actions to the discussion.
Man, my thing is, y'all talking about reparations, and the dollar is probably about to be null and void because of what China and them trying to do.
Hey, man. What we know for certain is that Shades will never shy away from the conspiracies. Ain't it? My man got him. My man got him on deck. I ain't saying everything you. I'm not saying I don't disagree with what you're saying. I'm just saying conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. It's a proven fact. China, India, Russia, they're already trying to do it right now where they're trying to make a Chinese dollar or whatever that's called. I don't know what it's called, but they're trying to make that they're trying to say they're going off that they're not going off the U.S. dollar, and they're saying that's going to be backed by gold. That's what they're trying to do. Like, it's not conspiracy; it's like a fact.
I know.
Oh, okay. Just making sure, nigga.
Even Steph was like, "It's not a conspiracy." She with you, dog. It's not a conspiracy. And I'm saying,
talking about facts up here. You feel me?
Facts on facts on facts. That's what you do. That's what you do. Let me see what's here. My man trying to work on that. Okay, so, but no, man, that's obviously a huge deal. You know what I mean?
Hey, Florida, just give me a milli. You can keep the 0.2. Just give me a milli. I'm cool with that. Even Steven.
See, I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm a little too greedy. I'm gonna let you know.
I'm gonna
right
need the 0.2.
I need the 0.2 plus an extra 0.2 on top for taking too long to get me that 0.2. You know what I'm saying? It's
compound interest.
Feel me? Yeah. We're gonna mess around and have something pop back there. Yo, hey. You feel me?
We're gonna get that. You gotta keep them up by you.
What you mean? What you mean? No. Yeah. We still using this right here. But it's all good though. All right, man.
Hey man, same man.
By that time to slide over to the, take care of this. I still ain't went to the shop yet. Hence the reason why we over here looking the way we looking.
Oh, I went.
I know you clean.
I
gotta freshen up. That's all I'm saying. So what we gonna do? We're gonna snap. There we go. This little slide over then. Cause it's time.
Shout out to Bracy Photos
for Barbershop Talk. You know what it is. Baby. Y'all know the vibes, man. We missing air horns and stuff today, but that's all right. We still we gonna get the air horns right. The air horns by the end of this thing probably gonna be right. I'm letting y'all know right now.
It's gonna be on point, right?
Yo, you know what it is.
We aged like fine wine.
And homie Marcus in the building. Marcus, what's good with you, dog?
What's good with it?
What it do? What it do, good brother?
My Knicks boy.
What it do, good brother? All right, man.
My Knicks brother.
Oh, you want to? Let's start there. Okay. First of all, obviously.
Hey, yeah.
Let's
get that disrespect up out of here. It's 1-1. That's all I'm gonna say.
What? Listen, good people. This man over here is gonna sit here and try to tell you that the Knicks being 1-1 is supposed to be impressive or in some sorts. But I'm gonna let you know right now. He was sweating bullets when the Heat almost beat them without Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? I was already conceding game 2 because I was like, Jimmy ain't gonna play. I already know what time it is. You feel me? So I know what the vibes are. But now you got to go down to Miami. And I don't and see Button was going a little crazy talking about that's gonna be the Garden South. Let me explain something to you, bro.
That's
the Heat fans gonna be there. It ain't finna be no 50-50 split where half of them are Knicks fans.
It might be.
See, you gonna sound just like him and be wrong. Why people voluntarily be loud wrong? That's
what I'm just saying, because a hell of people from New York come down here, and Knicks fans travel.
And the Heat fans show up, especially during the playoffs.
I'm not going,
especially now. They might not show up until like the middle of the first quarter because Miami is historically late.
Miami is just like LA,
but they gonna be there. And you ain't finna have too many people over here outbidding the Heat fan for the ticket.
So you mean y'all gonna cheat? Y'all ain't gonna just give it to the
who cheating?
Y'all gonna be like, all Are you wearing Knicks gear or am I?
Had to test it out just to see what it's like. You know what I'm saying?
You wearing Knicks gear or Miami gear? Oh, you wearing Knicks gear?
It's gonna be heat squatted deep in there. And this is, but before we really, I mean, I'm already talking a little bit of cash.
But game one, bro. Game one. Y'all won, bro.
Game one.
Y'all won. Y'all won by 3 possessions.
Yeah. In what sport?
What do you mean?
By 3 possessions. Okay. We won by 3 possessions.
3 possessions.
And game 2, what happened?
We won by 2 possessions.
But y'all won by 2 possessions when Randall came back that game and you had Brunson. But what you didn't have was
Jimmy playing for y'all, right?
Jimmy playing for the squad. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, but
so how you feel about only winning by 6 after losing the majority of the game? How you feel only winning by 6 in game 2?
I feel great because without Jimmy, we beat y'all by 2 possessions. With Jimmy, y'all only beat us by 3. Y'all acting like y'all beat us by like 20 points, 15 points, 20 points. That's a couple. That's 2 3-pointers. Like we right back in there. And Jimmy's not 100% now. He's compromised. You know what I'm saying? So if we just make it hard for him, if we make it a series and take it to 7, it can be a totally different ballgame. Now, if y'all had a Tyler Hero and Jimmy, would I be sweating bullets? Would I be talking at all? Probably not. But when you look at everything in its totality, Jimmy is that dude, but he's compromised right now.
But you gonna stop?
And even with a healthy Jimmy, y'all only beat us by 3 possessions. That's all I'm saying. It's not like y'all smacked us.
We did that in the Garden, where you had your home court. You had your fans that could do all these.
So y'all a good team, and y'all got
and we still beat you in your home,
bro,
in front of Spike Lee,
and we beat y'all
in front of Spike.
So what, bro?
In front of Spike, in front of Howard Stern. You seen Howard Stern getting mad because the players don't recognize him. I'm like Howard, bro. You was popping in what? 1998,
bro. You still on the radio?
Right, like you still
get a podcast, bro. then they might know you,
bro. It's still on radio. I'm like, bro, you can't be serious right now. That's how I was feeling about it. You can't be serious with me right now, dog.
I be confused in Howard Stern and Slash
because it's the same person.
Bro, Slash African American.
I know.
I ain't even know that.
Yeah.
This year.
Oh yeah. You heard that on the Building podcast? Yeah. Me too. Because I was like, hold on, wait, time out. Pump the brakes.
Slash is.
Little did we know.
That's why he be wearing shades all the time.
Bro, the shades don't cover up your brother bell pepper nose, brother. You know what I mean? Like, what them shades supposed to be protecting them from?
Hey, Red, that's what I'm talking about, bro. A dub is a dub.
You can click on it. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? A dub is a dub.
If you click on it, it will bring it up.
It's all good, bro.
Good brother. You know what I mean? If you click on it, it brings it up.
Sure.
You know
okay.
Look, not only are we doing a podcast about sports, things of that nature, it's also training mid-pod.
Let's see if it sticks.
Laugh tracks. Yeah.
Hey, we in there.
Yeah, dude. My air horn that, man. You know what it is. You know what it is.
Live right now.
All right.
We should have, bro. Dang, the draft would have been lit. Stop going to the past. I understand. I understand that look. I'm sorry.
It ain't even the fact that you went to the past. This is when you went to the past and telling yourself. Again.
I know, right? I'm just keep shooting. Why do I keep shooting myself? I keep pulling a Plexico.
This man, do you not like you? That's what I need to know. Do you
That's
not
my therapist said I need to love myself more.
All right, man. What else we got, man? Okay, let's go to the next spot, man. Okay. It's playoffs, dog. It's the playoffs.
Certain teams that we didn't pick yet.
Yeah,
we didn't pick all the series.
We didn't pick all the series yet. Biggest takeaway from the first round, though.
I think the Kings are here to stay. De'Aaron Fox is here. Like, if he wouldn't have broke his finger, I don't know about that Golden State series. Oh, I don't think he broke his finger. He got like a hairline fracture or something like that. But De'Aaron Fox and the Kings, Mike Brown did a great job. If they get a couple more pieces, like Sabonis didn't really show up either. Mm-hmm. So if Sabonis hold up his end to the bargain, I think they maybe get one more rotational piece, like that Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks will be a nice little defensive piece.
As long as Dillon Brooks shut the hell up. That's all he got to do. That's all he got to do. Just shut the hell up. Don't say
come before the fall.
You know, clearly.
Because that boy said, we all knew. Bruh,
the second he said that shit about LeBron,
it's
it was
game
over.
2.
Bro, he was talking like he was game 5 and they up 3. Going into game 6 and they up 3-2.
What's up, Queen? Hi.
Hey, babe in the building. What's good, huh? Yo, I'm not even gonna comment on that. What I just got, I got a text message. I'm gonna read that one. I'll see you out once we get off the air. But okay. So round 1 takeaway for me. I've never seen this many high seed teams lose. Bruh. Like, you got Giannis and the Bucks losing. You got Ja and them boys losing.
Great.
What's the third team that I'm completely drawing a blank on right now?
Clippers?
Nah. No. Man, let me go back into my playoff picture stuff. Actually, I'll just do it. That's why we got a laptop right here in front of me. Good to do this because I know it's another team. Picture. There we go. And we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out right now. Images. Images, brother. All right. What happened?
I like this a lot better with the computer, bro. I might have to do this more often.
Who you telling? So no. So it really was just those two. It really is just those two. I'm just bugging today. It's all good. So I told you before though. I don't know if we were able to speak about this on the pod last week, but I told you when the play-in series happened. I told you Milwaukee was the only team they didn't want to see advance in there was the Heat.
You did say that
because
you said the matchup.
The matchup, like for
but
some
I don't
reason,
get it though. But I think it's y'all's defense in the fourth quarter.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what it was, because the Bucks told you what it was. Coaching. They went out and fired their coach, right?
Yeah, Bud's gone.
Deuces.
Bye. They've been trying to fire Cuz.
So we can talk about matchups all day, but I can talk about X's and O's.
Yeah.
And still, even though he's well respected in the league,
yeah,
Eric Spoelstra is still underrated as a coach, in my opinion. So that's why I was saying they didn't want to see us at all. And when they did, and then Giannis gets the back injury that took him out of the game, and then he came back and he's trying to fight through it. And then he did fight through it well enough because Giannis was never the issue in regards to why they was winning, losing, whatever the case may be.
100%.
You know what I mean?
They should have. Giannis said that he should have been sticking Jimmy.
Not with that back, not with his back hurt the way it was. that boy would give you nothing on the offensive end.
Right.
But he should have been the one sticking Jimmy if he was healthy.
True.
You know, like, but at the end of the day, when you get to the playoffs, this battle of attrition. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's gonna be injuries left and right.
You heard what Dame said about Bud?
What's that?
He was just like people. He sent a tweet out. Teams just out here firing championship caliber coaches.
Yeah.
I think that championship bought him a year or two, because if he didn't get it that year, he probably would have been gone 2 seasons ago.
Facts. And that's to me what that sounds like. Is Dame wants to go to a place where the coach won't get fired. I know of a team down south, down 95. Just keep going down to 95, and 305 even. Dame, if you want to pull up and go play with that boy Jimmy B, Himmy Butler, Himothy. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm pulling up. I'm
pulling up, bro. Celebration time,
bro. I'm pulling up. If Dame Dollar come to Miami, bro.
What?
I'm pulling up.
I will be in
Dame.
It's
gonna be Hemi Dollars.
I know I just said that we're gonna have to sit here and look at apartments in California, but I will revert down to skirt, make a little detour for like 6 months to go watch the Cubs.
You think that opens it up for Udoka?
He got hired somewhere, right? Ime?
That's not a head coach.
Yeah, brother.
He's a head coach somewhere.
Hold on,
I'm bugging.
Yeah, he got signed. He's the Rockets head coach.
The Rockets? When was this?
Yeah, I know, man. I know. You gotta stay on top of you. You gotta stay on top of it.
Bro, I'm not staying on top. Rockets.
Yeah, says about said what the Rockets hiring of Ime Udoka says about the owner Tillman Fertitta.
Oh, that just happened in April, the end of April.
Yeah, it just happened.
Okay, cool.
Like a couple days ago. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. So I don't know I don't know who would step in for like the Bucks.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's a kind of a gold mine if you go there as a coach. You got Giannis, you still got Middleton,
you still got Drew, Brooke Lopez.
You got a core.
You got the core,
and then go put shooters around them boys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's all you got to do. But they don't. Some front offices, they make things a lot more difficult on themselves than they need to. You know,
100%, bro.
So let's see here. If I can get my notes, there we go. All right, so we talked about Dillon Brooks getting his ass about the paint, I guess, to an extent, right? But
Memphis said they
said without in no circumstance, will we be bringing back Dillon Brooks. You know how hard it is for a 15-second audio clip to get you exiled out of your own organization is, bro. Like without saying like F the owner, you know what I mean? Like if you outside of like saying, ownership is this blah 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 blah. Yeah, exactly. If you say something like that, cool. You can get fired. This man didn't say nothing about the team, ownership, anything for him to get himself exiled out of Memphis, bro.
Bro, I just think they try to use a scapegoat. They try to use him as a scapegoat, bro.
No, he's not a scapegoat. It's not. I don't think of it as being a scapegoat in this situation. You talk shit and then you didn't back up anything that you said. You couldn't talk it and then go drop 25 the next night because that's not your game. So and then it's not like you D'd him up. Right. You ain't do that either. And guess what your strong suit's supposed to be? Quote unquote defense. What we doing? You see what I'm saying? Like you talk, and then
I'm saying is,
the owners was like, I know he ain't just say nothing about no damn LeBron.
Yeah,
I know he ain't say nothing about no LeBron.
But what I'm saying is a 5-minute video shouldn't take away from the 3-4 years that Dillon Brooks put in, and he was that type of player. Like he was their Draymond. He wasn't a scorer. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't give them any troubles outside of that little thing he said. So by you saying that, you kind of mess up his bag. That's kind of messed up.
He messed up his bag. People gotta have accountability for themselves.
100%, he do got accountability.
So that's
He's off
him.
the team, but you ain't got to say by any circumstances.
Yeah.
Like, come on, yo, like you ain't had to put that extra sauce on there.
Sure,
that's unnecessary. That's petty.
Yeah, well, organizations are petty. And we talk about professionalism. Organizations have continuously showed you they petty.
I mean, that's a double standard. They want the players to be a certain way, but then y'all don't want to handle yourself accordingly. Come on.
Well, man,
but Dillon Brooks, he had it coming to him, like you said.
He shouldn't have talked smack. He did it to himself.
He shouldn't have talked smack.
Like, why would you talk?
And you don't have,
bro. Go talk.
You don't have two of your main people.
Go talk smack like Dennis Schroeder or something, bro.
No, Rui Hachimura.
No, don't do that to him either, because he'll wham on you. That boy won't.
Or
wham on
or
you.
Light you up with a 3.
Go talk trash to Dennis Schroeder, bro. Don't go talk trash to LeBron. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? I don't know. This was the funniest thing though. He was like, I don't respect nobody till they drop 40. And then how many points they lost in game
40? I guess you respect
LeBron didn't drop 40. I don't respect the team dropped 40 on y'all head top.
Hey, I don't respect this though. You talk all that cash in game 2.
Mm-hmm.
Game 3, you get it dropped on you, and you ghost.
And then you silencio.
Ghost.
Mute.
Nah, that's not cool.
Bro, it's the fact that
might have had something to do with it too. Like you talk that smack.
It's not even the fact that he
leave,
didn't.
You making us look like wimps.
I was just about to say it's not even the fact that he just didn't like. He stood in front of the media and just said nothing.
Right.
The boy just bumped. He didn't want to go face that. He didn't want to answer no questions.
Yeah.
He didn't want no follow-ups.
He
didn't want no smoke.
Yeah.
That boy was the anti-chimney.
He started the fire.
That boy wanted zero smoke. You feel me? like I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, bro, I'm like, it makes zero sense to me why you thought it was okay for you to come out your mouth and say ignorant shit. like at least let it be Ja.
Yeah.
Why? Because Ja can go out there and drop 45 the next night and be like, what's good?
Yeah.
And be like, what's good? What you gonna do about it? You can't stop me.
Bro, and he was like 5 of 25 from 3 at one point. Like, what did you like, bro? What's going on?
Awful is what he was.
Like, and speaking of the Lakers, Russ and Pat Bev said if they win, they want their ring. They said if the Lakers win,
bro,
hey, we was here half of the season.
Half of the season.
We want our rings now.
How, you can't be you can't play for a team that made it to the playoffs and talk about I want a ring from this other team.
You ain't on a championship team.
like if you were a losing team, didn't make it to the playoffs, and they wanted to just graciously hand you one, cool. Russ, you was just out here struggling, fighting for your life this last week before you got eliminated.
I get it, but I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, what if they picked up somebody or they traded for somebody that doesn't even play at the deadline, and that dude doesn't contribute to the championship, and he gets a ring, but he's on the team at the time? That makes sense.
Let me ask you a question. Who's a better fit for the Lakers? Russ or Rui Hachimura?
Rui.
Then if Rui is the guy who is a better fit for your team, Russ, you can't even talk to me about no damn ring.
You ain't on the team. You was
participation award. I'm sitting here trying to tell you these participation.
Now he want a ring.
Now you want a ring.
Now you want a ring, huh?
You should have got your shirt. You should have got yourself traded to the Warriors or something.
Nah, you should have changed up your game a long time ago instead of trying to do it when you're 34, 35.
Yeah. That's why you got to respect how that boy LeBron handled it.
For sure.
Every year that man just kept finding a way.
100%.
This is a weakness. I'm gonna work on this all off season. Then I'm gonna come back and then the next year, here's another weakness. I'm gonna work on that one.
Back off.
Yeah,
it takes a special person to be able to do that. Steph Curry too, bro. We slacking on Steph, bro. He's one of the best finishers in the game. That boy
dropped 50 piece on there in game. What was that?
Yeah, bro.
50 piece in game 7.
But bro, his inside game is on par with Kyrie. He can do it from anything.
And then the game last night, that
finger roll, that boy doing the George Gervin joint. Like, I'm like,
bro, this is from the man who had paper mache as ankles.
Bro,
when he first came in the league.
And he got stronger. He addressed it.
That boy
put on some size.
Well, you blew it in that man's ankles. That man
not the blow up.
I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Then Clay went off the other day.
Oh, Clay went off last night.
Crazy.
Clay went off last night. Well, he had 8 threes.
Shit.
8 threes, 30 points. I don't even remember the rest of the stat line because it ain't even important. That man hit 8 threes and 30 points on your head, and they blew out the Lakers.
We're gonna have to talk. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about who we got in that series. But bro, what is up with AD? As soon as he balls one game, the next game, like last game, 11.7 rebounds. What?
Who's the most reliable, unreliable LeBron teammate of all time? No, I know the answer to that one. Actually, I know the answer to that one. It's Mo Williams. It's Mo Williams all day. Mo Williams was absolute buns in the playoffs for when he was in Cleveland in his first run. Mo got it, but
I think Mo got it.
Very close to is Anthony Davis.
He top 5.
He top 2.
I ain't giving him number 2 because it's every other game. It's like, so game 3.
Inconsistent.
Game 3, he gonna ball. Mo was not balling at
ever. That's why I'm saying
at all, bro. Not game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know what I mean? We ain't got to worry about Anthony. We ain't got to worry about Anthony Davis ever being number 1 on that list. It's Mo Williams, and then there's like long scroll, and then you get to number 2 under that. You know what I mean? There's a big gap, huge gap, Grand Canyon in between it's 1 and 2 at that point. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but he number 2. It's got to be Anthony Davis. I'm sorry.
They won a championship already. Come on, I gotta bump my boy to 3-4. I won a championship with Bron. I ball
outside of Mo Williams. If I'm talking about the other people that are in the top 5 of this list, they've all won championships with LeBron. So that's not really necessarily.
But they weren't the star player, the other star player that helped contribute to that. He was pretty consistent. He was balling during that championship run.
Mo Williams.
That was like, you need to come back like that next year, and he didn't.
Mo Williams, during the regular season for the Cavs,
he was balling.
Was butter.
Yeah.
Boy was a bucket.
Walking
bucket.
For sure.
The second the playoffs got there, that was, it was like Space Jam when I lost all my powers, man. I don't even know how to shoot.
Like when Russ put on that dress for the first year. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Russ came to the Lakers. He took that picture with that dress, bro, and that boy was cheeks.
From that point forward.
From that point forward until he left. Buns. Until he left. Should have put on that dress, bro. It sucked his powers away. I tried to tell you at the time.
My man Red said being consistent isn't AD. Historically, a fringe superstar player, which I completely agree with. He's on the fringe, but he's not consistent enough to be the true superstar.
But this is consistent. If he has a bad game, the next game is usually a good game. That you can count on. And if he has a good game, then you know the next game is gonna be a bad game. That's consistency.
He's consistently inconsistent.
There it is.
He's consistently inconsistent. That's what he is. Okay.
Yes.
I guess I'm not gonna.
You can rely on that.
I know you can.
Yes, you can.
No.
If he just went bad, so you know game 3. Oh, we in there, bro. He gonna be locked in.
Okay, so let's do the math. Let's do the quick math, right? Game 1, he's good. Fantastic, right?
Let's not do the math.
Game 2, he loses.
I don't like the way this is in on my part.
Game 3, he wins. He plays well, they win.
Right.
So technically, if he starts out the series with a good game, you could potentially win that series.
Which he did.
But if you start out bad game 1, you're gonna lose the series.
Probably. And he started out the series good,
but you know what that's going to happen. You know what that means, right? So once we get to, let's say the Lakers win,
okay,
and it win in like game 5, right? Okay. Which means that's a good game.
Yeah, that
right?
is.
That means next series he's coming out with the bad game first. Series over.
We don't know. It got a reset.
Series over. No,
we got a reset.
Nah, you just said this game then that game.
Hey, when you got the multiple things and it's a brand new team, that means you go into the video room. It can reset the mind, so we don't know what AD we getting.
This man over here willing things willing things into existence, brother.
Bro, so who you got in the series, dog?
You know me.
You going Brian? You going to Lakes?
Hell no. What's going to end up happening? This is why you can't go Bron. much as I would love to go Bron, you know me, you know how I am with Bron. You know,
I actually think they got a better team.
Bron's my favorite player, right? We know that. I just watched Steph Curry not have to do much last game, and they blew them boys out because Clay can step it up. It was actually Clay and Draymond balling like yesterday, right?
Poole didn't go off.
Poole didn't go off.
Steph
didn't go off.
Wiggins didn't go off.
What you think gonna happen game? Actually,
game 3 is the Lakers.
I know that. Now I'm thinking that the Warriors had the worst road. Was one of the worst road teams in the league this year, right?
And they sucked last series too, until the last game. Steph had to put up 50, and the Staples Center's been showing up.
Yep, running back. I'm taking the Lakers.
I think the Lakers got a better team.
I think the Lakers take both games in LA. I think they go to game 5 to Golden State. I think Golden State wins that one. Yep. And I think the Lakers will wrap that thing up in game 6 in LA. Yeah.
Barring no injuries.
I mean,
barring no injuries to LeBron or AD.
Yeah, any serious injury that happens in this, we talking about a whole different discussion.
For sure. But I think the Lakers have more depth. They got more people that can come off the bench and put up points consistently than the Warriors. Poole has been very inconsistent.
Mm-hmm. Yo, so I'm looking at the series, right? And we talk about how like how Steph can go crazy or whatever the case, or he hasn't gone crazy. A big reason for that is because Vanderbilt's been running around with that boy the whole game, and
he got length.
And when I saw last night, I was watching the game,
and they double teaming him early.
I was watching the game last night, and somebody went up for a rebound, and when they landed on the side of Vanderbilt's knee, I was like, uh-oh, because he went down to the ground and grabbed it, and I was like, oh man, that's it for the Lakers. Because if you got somebody who can semi-contain Steph,
just make it tough.
That's a blessing.
With length.
That's a blessing.
Vanderbilt's been low key huge for them.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks about Vanderbilt, he can't shoot. Like he ain't Ben Simmons bad, you know. Like that's no.
I've seen him make a couple of threes.
That boy Ben has refused to shoot. At least this man will actively participate in the game of basketball.
He's lefty, right?
Who?
Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's a lefty.
I don't freaking know.
I think he shoots lefty, but I've seen him make a couple of threes, bro. A couple of spot ups because they leave him open because he don't shoot like that. He's been a solid player, bro. He's been a solid role player. Like Pelinka deserves GM of the year. What he did at the trade deadline.
Okay.
I haven't really seen him using Mo Bamba, but D'Angelo Russell been balling.
Yeah,
playing his role.
D'Lo has been hooping.
A good third piece. Because the great thing about the third piece, they're not like Jordan Poole that they don't know their role. They get an attitude when they're not scoring points. He finds ways to be a playmaker,
very effective,
and very effective to win it.
He's efficient. That's the thing, because he gonna get you like 12 to 16 points for the game, right?
Yeah.
12, 16 points a game. That's a good stat line generally, but it's even better stat line when you did that on 7-8 shots.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And then you had a couple of steals. Then you had some assists. Then you got some rebounds. And then you playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing everything.
7 to 10 shots, let's just say.
Yeah.
Because he can still get to the line because he actually applies a little bit of pressure.
Because I actually think D'Lo kind of supplements a little bit what AD don't bring on a consistent basis. Because you're gonna get them points from him.
Yeah.
Now you just got to find another like Austin Reeves or somebody else to come in,
or AD,
to actually show up on the third,
he's
fourth.
Kind of the person you kind of want to be more consistent.
Yeah,
but we're gonna go in a circle there. So
we both going Lakers.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
But before we go into the next series, man, we got to congratulate the big man.
Oh,
you got to congratulate.
Yes.
You got to congratulate.
It's about
Embiid.
time. Can we get a hand clap, please?
Yeah.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah. Round of applause. Round of applause for Joel Embiid, man.
You should have won it last year. You should the back MVP, but that's here or there. You finally is in the record books.
Mm-hmm.
Embiid got him one.
Finally.
Bro, what a turnaround, though. Well, I spit on you?
Nah, it was a, my man said he was looking for that gnat earlier, and that thing just punched me in the face. That boy in there. I'm like, oh, hey yo, but no, you good, you super good. He's about to punch you in the face now too. But shout out to like you said,
almost got him.
Should have won last year, right?
Yeah.
We know they gave it to Joker. I'm surprised they gave it to him this year.
Who, Embiid?
Yeah,
because the Jokers was one. The Joker, the Denver was one in the West. I'm surprised too.
And statistically, this was a better year for the Joker. Statistically better this year than he was last year. And he number one.
I don't get that. And B should have won last year, and he should have won this year.
Exactly. Flip flopped it, and I respect.
And I also think that the story is though, like they knew that Embiid should have won last year, and Embiid got better this year.
Yeah,
it's very rare that somebody is leading in points, like as a big man, and don't win. You know what I'm saying? And then the 76ers was the top in the East as well. Consistently, he been balling since day one of this year.
You've been saying this at the beginning of the season. I believe it was you. If it was either you or Ryan, one of y'all was saying how Embiid has been been lights out since the very beginning of the season.
Oh, it's definitely me.
Yeah, outside of the fact of it's Embiid, but like no, like I'm talking about like another level to his game type shit. A
whole nother level, bro. And the level of leadership, accountability, stepping into that role, leaning on Doc Rivers. Also, they got Sam Cassell over there now.
Yeah, which is,
and I think Olajuwon. I think he's been working with Olajuwon, bro.
Like I don't like talking about people like that, but Sam Cassell, that's one ugly ass motherfucker.
Oh, bro. That's talking about that man like that,
bro. Don't make me do it.
I look like a Star Wars character.
But because not everybody is up to, Sam Cassell is an older, legend for us, right? Not super old, but I'm talking about, maybe if somebody is 20 right now watching the pod, they might not know who Sam Cassell is, right? I'm gonna use this picture because this is definitely the one that's. Yeah, he looking mad alien-esque. Can I? Why can I not do this,
bro? I can't hold you. Reggie Miller grill back in the day was low key scary. Bro, I don't know. I got some sci-fi nerds out there. If y'all have a show called Babylon 5, Reggie Miller was one of the aliens on there, bro. I'm talking about the teeth too, bro. The jump was just, bro. I was like, never mind. Let me show you.
All right, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to Sam.
Don't do that to Sam.
I'm not gonna do that to Sam. I really want to.
Sam ain't got no control over that.
He don't. And it's wrong by me. You know what?
He can't control that.
I can accept the fact. I can accept when I'm wrong.
Now I can see if you was ugly, and then they say you got bad breath too. Like you can control that. You know what I'm saying? That's uncontrollable. His looks.
Marcos want me to do it though, man. I don't know.
Do it.
You want me to do it, bro? I'm trying to find a way to download this.
Do it, is it?
What? All right, fine, dog. All right, add your favorite. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Just for the youngins, because like once again, everybody ain't hip. Everybody ain't up on game. Google Drive. Okay, I still don't understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah, you good, bro. Don't worry about it.
You know what, Marcos? Only because I'm going to be a good Samaritan. Only because I don't know how to operate this computer. That's what it is. That's the only reason I'm going to be a good Samaritan today. Other than that,
but
he would have got the smoke.
Shout out to Joel Embiid.
Yeah, man. All right.
Who you got on that series? Oh, you already said 76ers versus Celtics. Who you got?
Celtics.
Celtics?
Mm-hmm.
I got 76ers.
Yeah. I believe I said Celtics. You know,
they playing right now.
What's the score? Let's see what the score is. Let's give a live check in on the score real quick. Let me pull this up, this bad boy up real quick. 76ers
74-72.
Celtics up.
Celtics up. 7.
Middle of the third. You know, it's gonna
time.
be an even. I said this game. This was going 7. I said it was going 7 because it's a evenly matched series. You know, especially if everybody healthy.
And the Celtics last game, boy, dang, everybody was hitting threes.
Everybody, and a mama, and I need
assistant coach was hitting threes.
I need my team to do that.
I need my team to do that.
No, we don't need nothing.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Jalen Brunson. Julius Randle. RJ Barrett.
Hey, man. Didn't Julius Randle try to quit on you? Ain't nobody worried about no Julius Randle right now, bro.
Quickly. Quentin Grimes.
You done naming names?
Big play Mitch.
Ain't no big plays. All right, man. Let's slide over to the dog.
Let's get into it.
Boy, who are we going to start?
Let's talk about this disrespect that ESPN put on Trevor Lawrence's name.
Okay, I will square up on somebody. I will square up on somebody.
They definitely is a 6-tier quarterback, and they put him in the same realm as Mac Jones and Kenny Pickett.
Mac Jones that played for the Patriots.
Yes.
Kenny Pickett that played for the Steelers.
Yes. Neither one of them made it to the second round of the playoffs last year.
Which one of them made it to the playoffs last year?
Neither one of them, but Mac Jones did make it to the playoffs his rookie year.
Yeah. See,
first round,
neither of them made it to the playoffs, though, right?
Not last year.
Okay. So you mean to tell me? Because I wasn't Derek Carr in front of them?
Yes.
Right now, gun to your head. Trevor Lawrence, Derek Carr.
Trevor. Right now, like
remove all bias. Derek Carr or Trevor Lawrence.
I said Trevor.
I know. I'm just making sure I reiterate. Remove bias because we gonna have a little bit of bias. We Jags fans, you know what it is. I'm saying remove all bias.
Oh, I thought you was talking about bias for Derek Carr. Because I got bias for him.
Yeah. We've argued enough about Derek Carr on this podcast.
Uh-huh.
They are sick of it. You feel me? No, but
Hall of Famer.
Who's a Hall of Famer?
You'll see.
Shades?
Huh?
Who is a Hall of Famer?
Huh?
Who are you saying? We're not doing this again. No, see how you get me into this? This how we get into these combos. He baiting with his stupid ass Hall of Fame talk. What is this Hall of Fame talk?
I'm just saying what Jet said. I'm just letting you know what the Jets said. The Jets said the same thing. You come here, you win a Super Bowl with us, that's automatic Hall of Fame. His numbers is Hall of Fame on Hall of Fame trajectory.
Who has won a Super Bowl?
That's what they were trying to do when they were trying to recruit Derek Carr to the Jets.
Yeah,
they said that to him.
Yeah, because if Derek Carr does now, if they go to a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback,
Aaron Rodgers is already a Hall of Fame.
To be expected.
Yeah.
You have buns against Derek Carr go to the Jets.
Derek Carr is not buns. Stop being disrespectful. Stop being disrespectful. And you stop being disrespectful too over there on the ones and twos, sir. Don't.
Derek Carr. That Derek Carr. You keep going to the numbers. And in a league that 1,000% got all the rules to make it super easy for the quarterbacks to throw.
I go to the numbers. I go to his leadership. I go.
What his leadership did at all?
Huh?
What has his leadership ever done for the Raiders?
Made them relevant. Did they not go to the playoffs 2 seasons ago? after they lost their head coach and after they lost their star receiver who
what he did. What they won?
They went to the playoffs, did they not?
What did they win?
They lost in the first round.
That's what it's.
But how many quarterbacks can do what he did? Not many.
You keep. I hate when
not many.
I hate when people say how many quarterbacks could do what he did.
We
don't know. You were saying that as a fact when we don't have a single idea.
But one thing that you can admit is that it's a very hard feat to do.
Of course, it's hard feat to do, but
the
thing is you never see what you won't see is a bunch of quarterbacks that have a coach get fired and a player go get thrown in jail. Their star receiver get thrown in jail because he done killed somebody with his car.
And
you're not going to see too many examples of that. So what are we
talking
about?
Also, while having a trash defense, a lot of these quarterbacks that are winning these championships are on the backs of great defenses. Their defense last year was good.
Who?
Kansas City.
They won because of their defense?
No, but their defense was top.
They ain't never won Super Bowl based off of the strength of their defense.
Last year was different. Their defense was a lot better than it's been in throughout their history.
Of course, they had to be. The first one they won, their defense was ass.
I wouldn't think so when you lose the Honey Badger. Like they didn't have the Honey Badger. Like they made defensive. I forgot who they they draft. Their draft picks was fantastic. What's the boy name? The linebacker, Boston. 32. I think he's number 32. And then the other dude they picked up 55 from Purdue. Iglesias or something. I don't know what his name is. I don't know what his name is. He's from
Iglesias. Purdue. I know who you're talking about. I can't pronounce that name off the top of my head though.
Yeah, but they made draft picks and they got
George
better.
Galafunk. That's what that's what you.
And they also talked about how they changed their strategy. So there's certain things that Kansas City did to make their defense better, bro. So
the defense got better.
100%.
That's fantastic. I know inside that organization they are ecstatic that their defense got better.
But since Derek Carr has been the quarterback for the Raiders, they have averaged at 31st or 32nd in defense. Tell me what quarterback can do work with that type of. Come on.
Let me ask you this.
The only time he had a star receiver.
Why are we doing this conversation?
I don't know because I suck at you in.
But regardless, you said, well, they've been 31st to 32nd. Well, how about you stop being an absolute interception magnet, putting your defense back in first and goals? Raiders fan over here saying, you know what I'm talking about here, because he kept putting his defense in terrible situations and they kept getting scored on because they only had to give up 5 yards.
That wasn't all the time.
You remember
last year?
No, wait.
Okay, let's talk about this though.
Wait, hold on, because I want to get one thing off. You remember when Derek Carr went and tried to extend for the touchdown, and then the ball slipped out of his hand right before he got into the end zone, and then it was a touchback for the other team, yeah. and then immediately, like 2 games later, he went and redid the exact same thing. So that Pylon did the exact same thing, fumbled right out because that's how he's garbage.
So let me ask you a question.
Garbage.
Let me ask you a question.
And a terrible fantasy quarterback. But go ahead.
So, do you think, like Derek Carr is gone, they bringing in Jimmy G? Do you feel and you don't like Jimmy G at all? So, are you telling me that Jimmy G is about to come in and it's about to it's about to be a fantastic team?
They literally went ass to ass. Pause. Yo, they went from ass to ass. Buns the buns.
Buns the buns, bro. Okay.
I'm sorry, dog.
I'm just saying, Jimmy G is not that type of quarterback, though. Like, the Raiders need a Patrick Mahomes type quarterback if y'all want to win a Super Bowl.
The league needs a Patrick Mahomes type quarterback.
Not if you structure your team correctly, like Philadelphia. Like, Philadelphia don't need Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Because they had the right infrastructure around.
Let me ask you right now: if you thought
Cowboys,
if you went to a Philadelphia front office executive right now and said, "We can do a trade right now, Jalen Hurts for Patrick Mahomes," you don't think they pulling the trigger?
Yeah, they pulling that motherfucker.
Every team can use a Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, but I'm saying not. But those, when I say Patrick Mahomes, I'm just saying a quarterback that's a truck driver that's gonna pull. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do that. Not every quarterback's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some quarterbacks, you got the elite that give me a couple of pieces. You know what I'm saying? I can pull us through. You got the other quarterbacks that they can do that, but they can't do it as consistent. So they do need pieces around them, but they don't need that defense. Then you got the other quarterbacks that need the pieces and the defense for you to even be competitive. A la Dallas with Dak. Because of his mistakes, he's that quarterback that you need pieces around him and you need a defense in order for you to get in championship mode or to be a championship caliber defense or team.
We don't know that about Dak. When has Dallas had a bad defense? When have they had a bad defense? Now, I'm not saying I'm not saying upper echelon defense. I'm saying when have they just had a bad defense to where he would have had to carry him sans defense?
I think like 2 or 3 seasons ago. That's why they fired it. That's why they fired that coach.
They fired that coach because they didn't win the Super Bowl and Jerry Jones refuses to not win the Super Bowl.
I think it was the draft. I think it was before they got Trayvon Diggs and everything. They were not that good at defense. It was before they got Micah and before they got Trayvon Diggs. They were horrible.
So when they had, what was it?
They were balling on offense. That's when Kellen Moore was doing this thing. They was cooking on offense, but the defense was trash. It just recently, when they got Micah and they got Trayvon Diggs, that's when they started dogging folks, and the defense started being the main focus.
The Cowboys fans that are watching, please let us know when they had this trash defense.
Yeah, right before Micah and Trayvon Diggs came, because there was an offensive identity team.
Jimmy G would have been Tom Brady 2.0 if it wasn't for Kraft loving on Tom Brady so much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean he fits their system well, and honestly, I want a quarterback that don't need to have a system. Like, I'm not saying like cater to them, but where you only play well in one system,
right?
You know what I mean? I need a quarterback that can play. I need a quarterback that can make moves and be good. You know, different type of systems. You know what I mean?
Joe Burrow,
Joey B.
Trev. I think Trev can be one of them too.
We're gonna see about Trev. We're gonna see about Trev as he continues to get further along in this league. Because
Dougie P.
Everything I see from Trev, I love. But at the end of the day, I need to see more from him.
Just more consistency.
We're talking about year 2.
Yeah.
And we've only seen 2. We've seen complete opposite ends of Trevor Lawrence. And the first season for him wasn't his fault. I mean, that's Urban Meyer being Urban Meyer and being garbage.
Trash.
Garbage coach, garbage human being, a whole bunch of all that wrapped in one. You know what I mean? And then you followed up with the next year where you see at the beginning of the year, you can see a little bit of things going well for Trev, but you can see a little bit of rookie mistakes. You know what I mean? But then by the end of the year, you start seeing it better until we get to that San Diego game where the Chargers game where you throw four interceptions and we sitting there stressing about to pull our hair out. You know what I mean? Like that was problematic.
I felt like I was a kid.
Bro, we talk. I mean, we did a live stream of that game. You know what I mean? Bro. And like the range of emotions throughout that game was crazy.
Bro, we're literally
halftime. We were out. Oh man, I was so
how we came back.
I almost killed the feed.
Hey, this is the end of the show. I'm sorry, guys. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? It was almost like that. Like I'm supposed to sit here and watch a whole nother half of this. You know, that's how I was feeling. But man, ain't nobody trying to listen to no damn ESPN. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about if you got Trevor. The same thing with Mac and Kenny Pickett. All right, so Marcos was able to tell us the 2020 Cowboys defense was the worst.
2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Wasn't that the year that he broke leg? Dak, that is.
Might be.
We never saw it. I'll verify that later on.
Yeah.
Just so we can wrap and put a nice little bow on this conversation. But
yeah, for sure.
I think that might have been the year he broke his leg.
100%. But basically, my whole point with that was the offense was the focal point of that team. The defense was not the focal point because they didn't have Micah and Trayvon Diggs yet. Micah and Trayvon, it's kind of set that. Even though they had a Wolf on her and they tried to get the linebacker from Notre Dame to come, and they had Lawrence, but it wasn't consistent.
Jalen Smith,
yeah.
Good player. Aaron Rodgers kind of had a little fun at the expense of Sauce Gardner. Where they saw Jessica Alba at?
They went to the New York Knicks game.
Went to the Knicks game. Aaron Rodgers over here asking Sauce, you know who?
Well, he said we're about to sit by Jessica Alba.
And Sauce is like, who's that? What?
And then Jessica Alba sent him a shout out on tweet or tweet.
Yeah, sent him a tweet saying, I'm gonna pull up her tweet right now because I wanna make sure I read this verbatim. Jessica Alba Sauce. All right, so she said, LOL, I totally see how this kid Sauce got his name. He said to my girl, how can I get caught up when I'm the catch? First of all, bars. Rizz game on 1,000. But in all honesty, he was actually very polite with his elder, Aaron Rodgers, his elder. and everyone else in the room. It was nice to meet you, Sauce Gardner. Honey and Storm. That's how she finished off the tweet. First of all, my dog said, how can I get caught up when I'm the catch? When you're spitting, you're spitting. that man don't lock down everything for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so Sauce said that to them?
Yeah. He said that to Jessica Alba and her homegirl.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Smooth with it.
Sauce.
Yeah, exactly. And but the fact that she called that man and his elder Aaron Rodgers is fucking hilarious.
And then Aaron Rodgers responded, chaperone elder, you are funny. I am Sauce Gardner. Glad to be helping you meet new people.
Glad to be helping you meet new people.
So it looks like they're having fun already.
Hey man, it's good to see that. So obviously,
it's good to see Aaron Rodgers in a good light like that.
Aaron Rodgers has been active in these streets since he got to New York. This man have been to every Knicks game. Been to the Mets game. It's surprising he never, you didn't see Aaron Rodgers too often at the Milwaukee Bucks game. The Brewers game or something like that.
Probably bored.
Sick and tired of watching teams that.
He's in his element. He's a star.
Yeah. And he's in a city of stars. And also we got confirmation from the homie Marcos that October 11, 2020 is when he broke his leg. That is Dak, that is. So 2020 defense was the worst. He was out by October 11th of that same season. We never really saw what it was supposed to be. Regardless, I appreciate that, Marcos. Nice to see the boy Sauce out here being young and swaggy with it. That's hey man, like to see the brothers doing well for themselves. And speaking of a brother that's doing well for himself, the boy Lamar Jackson got that no trade clause in the contract.
Bro, that's huge.
Not only did he get 185 million guaranteed. 260 was the official deal. But
185 is going to touch his bank.
Historic. Signed your name.
77 million signing bonus.
Woo.
As soon as he signed, he got 77 mil.
Put the pen to paper.
70. That got 70.
This is what I've been saying.
That got 75. He got 77 as soon as he signed.
This is what I'm saying, dog. Like, he got his mom is his agent. So ain't no agent fee to go to some random person. If I'm
get all of that,
I'm giving that to moms.
All of that.
All of that? Sign my name, 77 M's, wired.
Hold on a second.
Cash at me, Venmo,
Can we go
PayPal.
Calculator real quick. What is a calculator?
Put them handy dandy.
What is it? Oh, okay. 180. Let's just go 185.
185.
185 million times 3%. What the agent
3.
gets? 5,550,000.
It's how much you get to just hand.
Hey, Ma. It's for doing what you know what I'm saying? Doing what you do.
That's a fact. Marcos said he needs Marcos needs his mom as his agent too. Don't we all, brother? Don't we?
Everybody's talking all that cash. Oh, you need to go and get you a real agent. They ain't giving her no respect. Nah, they just didn't want to get the deal done. They kept trying to lowball him.
Yeah. And now that man got exactly what he was looking for. He said in himself he wasn't
trying to get a fully guaranteed 250.
Right.
Like everybody.
This is why you can't believe everything that's reported. Some of these reportings have agendas behind them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you gotta understand that everything is gonna be
100%.
how it was reported. So take everything with a grain of salt until it's official. You feel me? But shout out to the boy Lamar Jackson. No trade clause in the contract. AKA, if you want to get up, if you eventually want to move on from me, you got to cut me and pay me.
Or I get to choose the team.
Or I get to choose where I go. Exactly. Or I get to choose where I go.
Exactly.
Either way, I'm good.
Either way.
Either way, Pippin. Either way. As my man Cat would say.
Ninja take.
There
was a rumor that Tom Brady was about to turn down the $375 million Fox broadcasting contract, but then he came out recently and said it was fake news. So
what was the figure on that?
375 mil
for Fox
broadcasting.
First of all, ain't no way in hell Fox out here paying $375 million to anybody to do no damn broadcasting. If I'd have saw that beforehand, I'd have been like, man, fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna just lie in my face. They could be Tom, Dick, and Harry. I mean, it ain't nobody. What the hell? What the
pause, Dick?
Paul, whatever it gotta be. There ain't nobody paying $375 for no one man to come out here with something announcing.
I mean, he could. Tony Romo 2.0.
Tony Romo was getting what?
Tony Romo getting like, I don't know. I think like 10, 15 annually.
Check that. But hold on. Let me go look up Tony Romo, man. Now I'm getting mad. No, hold on. Tony Romo. Tony, and I don't know if his contract gonna be put out there anyway, because it's not like he's an active player anymore. But let's see what Tony Romo. How many years were they talking about for Tom Brady?
I don't know. I didn't.
Okay, so Tony Romo signed a 10-year deal, right, with CBS. They paying him.
What here?
10-year, $180 million.
That's 18 per.
18 per. Now, you just pulled out your handy dandy calculator, right?
Bro, ain't that better than playing football?
You pay me $18 million just to talk?
Just
to talk?
But yeah, that's
10-year 180?
Yeah.
To talk?
Yeah.
And predict the play, because I've seen this play 44 million times in my lifetime.
Yeah.
18 million a year? No contact? Man, give me that. Give me that right now.
No practice?
Nope. No practice.
Only thing you gotta do is just know the players' names. That's probably the hardest thing that would be for me.
Yeah, go week to week, but that's part of your part of your study. You know, you gotta study up on when you're doing these games. You know, you gotta make sure you know backstories, all that stuff. Talk to the players during the week, get backstories, log it, have it sitting in front of you, so you know when it's time to tell something, you're not out here trying to do everything off memory either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
before we slide though, how you feel about the Jaguars draft?
Jaguars draft. Okay, so
I do like our first round pick.
See, people, I've seen people have like differing opinions on our draft, right? And for me, I thought we had a great draft. I thought, okay, first round, move back twice, collect 3 extra picks, which would allow you to go and select 13 players in the draft. 13. If I can bring 13 new people in, I guarantee myself that somebody on this that I drafted is going to not only just make the team, be a contributor, but
it's 13 of your players that you can put that culture in from the start.
And you don't have to pay them as much as you would for these vets that may be good, maybe not. You know what I mean? So like, that's things you have to kind of take into account with this draft. People were mad because we got a running back at some point, and I'm like,
but we needed a bruiser.
I'm like, since when did we not need an extra running back? We got ETN, we got Hasty, and then what's up? What's behind that?
Dearness Johnson from Cleveland.
My point exactly.
Yeah.
So you might as well go ahead and grab you a young guy.
That's a bruiser.
That's a bruiser. That's going to cost you less than Dearness Johnson.
And he was said to be one of the hardest running backs to tackle last year. He got a lot of yards after carry.
All right,
or after contact.
First round, we got Anton Harrison, right?
Correct.
Offensive tackle from Oklahoma. I like drafting players from bigger schools. I would like for us to be like Philly and be out here and draft nothing but Georgia Bulldogs. But you know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess is what they say, right? You feel me? Second round, we went out and got a tight end. We talked about it before. I was about to call this man Eric Ebron for no reason.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram. We know Evan Ingram. He's on the franchise deal.
But hey, Brenton Strange.
Yeah.
He caught 70 passes, 755 yards, and 11 touchdowns at his career at Penn State.
Yeah. Thing is, he's likely going to end up being our block. He's going to end up being our man hurts from this season.
But you know how I see I see trends and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
The trend that I see in our draft is we got Swiss Army knives, players that can be used in different areas and different spaces. Like this tight end can block, he can catch, and we can use him in the backfield to block, and he can do handoffs and stuff like that. They can do trick plays with him. On some of the safeties that we got, we can put them in the slot and we can put them at safety.
Yep.
So we can use them to get these tight ends. Some of these tight ends, like if we got to play a Kelsey again, or if we got to play Darren Waller.
Thank
God we don't have to play him.
Thank God he's not in our division. I don't like playing big tight ends that can move like that. He went to the Giants,
right? Mm-hmm.
They trying to do something for that boy Daniel Jones, but he got to do something for himself. All right, so Brenton Strange in the second round. Third round, we get Tank Bixby, the running back out of Auburn. Fourth round, we get Ventrell Miller, the linebacker out of Florida. I like that pickup. Not even not a Florida fan, but I can respect.
I'm tired of the disrespect coming up about it today.
I can respect the fact that we went and got somebody playing in the SEC, playing big time football every Saturday. I can respect it no matter it's the fact that Jaguars have this affinity for always wanting to go get freaking Florida players, but that's neither here nor there.
Every draft.
Neither here. Every draft. Sick.
SC meter.
Don't get. We trying to get out of here. But and then you go on from there. 2 picks in the fourth with Tyler Lacey in the fourth. How many picks we had in the fifth?
We got a fullback.
We got 2. Yeah, we drafted a fullback, brother.
We about to start running that thing.
First of all, I miss the days of Greg Jones.
Hey,
I miss the days of Greg Jones. That boy used to run. That boy used to run.
You remember what he did at Florida State against that dude in North Carolina?
he played. I seen what Greg Jones did to Sean Taylor. The Sean Taylor. And made that boy look foolish.
That boy.
And then immediately the next year did it against Brandon Merriweather, who played in the league for several years. Bro, and I'm like, bro, this man.
Different level of strength.
He's the. Okay, so when Dalvin Cook was at Florida State, I was so ready for Dalvin Cook to leave Florida State because that man eviscerated us every year, right? That's how I feel about Greg Jones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Rightfully so.
I was so happy that when Dalvin Cook selected by the Minnesota Vikings, you know, boy,
he was He-Man, bro. He had some different level of strength, bro. It was different.
Yeah.
Like he been doing push-ups since he was 5.
Man, what we got? We got 3 6th-round picks, 3 7th-round picks. We got several picks, lots of players. Not all these people gonna make the team. We understand that. We understand the laws and the numbers and all that.
You never know who you gonna get.
But you never know who's gonna break out. And if I bring 13, without having to trade away any of my picks, to get more picks, I think move back, still get my offensive tackle in the first. And get more picks.
I think you got a lot of rotational pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, what if we get a lot of veterans? I mean, if you can get a lot of solid guys, a lot of veterans, you know what I mean?
What if you can get guys that can contribute on special teams? Because that's also the third side of the ball.
And we talk on special teams.
Yeah. Doug Peterson is not one to be messed with when it comes to the X's and O's on all 3 phases of the game.
I've said this before. I love our coach, so I stand by Dougie P.
All right, man.
And Dougie P, we trust.
That's facts. All right, yo. So before we get up out of here, you got any shout outs, dog?
Not really, man. But you know, shout outs to
not really, but you know, I got a list of them.
Shout out to Bracy Photo.
Facts.
Shout outs to all the homies across the world watching to us. Africa.
Oh,
Europe,
I did the wrong one. You know
Asia, America, South America. You know what I mean? So I hope everybody has a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? Next week, I'm going to have more information about the Heritage Challenge. I'm about to send off my information so, you know, I can find out about my ancestors and whatnot, and we can see what my last name was and all that.
Okay.
So I'll have more information about the Heritage Challenge. I'll be talking about that at the end of every show.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm going to challenge everybody. Yep. Go out there and find out what your heritage is. Find out what your ancestors was.
Yep.
Try to see what their last name was. Take your heritage back. You feel me?
I feel that, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, man, once again, shout out to everybody that rock with us every week. Reg, Marcus, APZ. Amanda, Mike Veezy,
Mike Bees,
you know, and everybody else that
Queen.
Yeah,
absolutely. Forget the Queen.
Hey, man, she ain't watching right now. It's cool. But love you though, girl. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But no, we appreciate y'all and everybody else that could see you to support us by checking us out on YouTube, commenting on some things that on Twitter. Everything, any way you can get a hold of us, we appreciate you rocking with us, man. Once again, shout out to Bracy Photos for having us out here.
Hey,
round of applause for Gracie.
Hey, I'm holding myself accountable. Merch coming soon.
Well,
let's get it.
We appreciate y'all rocking with us. We'll see you guys in about like 7 days or something like that.
About 7 days.
About 7 days. But until next time, it's been Homie Studios.
Yeah.